midsize SUV that Honda saw the gap that needed to be filled. Now, if the name does sound familiar, it is, because this was also a SUV that was produced from 1993 to 2002 during the Isuzu Honda partnership. It was pretty much a rebadged Isuzu Rodeo with a Honda emblem on front, and just a change to the name and some of the interior bits. But this is nowhere near what an Isuzu is now. Honda designed the Passport to be this buff, big, muscular, mid-sized two-row crossover. Some of its competitors include the Ford Edge, as well as the Nissan Murano and Jeep Grand Cherokee, among many others. So today we're going to look at this top-of-the-line elite trim and see what Honda has to offer. So like I said, this one is the top-of-the-line elite trim. You can start off with the base sport model, which doesn't get as many features as the top-of-the-line does, obviously. That one starts at just under $32,000. You step up to the EXL, and that starts at $36,410. And the Touring at $39,280. And then this elite trim, which comes standard with tons and tons of options for a pretty breezy $43,680. All but the elite trim does all-wheel drive come optional. It's front-wheel drive is standard, but the elite trims get all-wheel drive. And it gets Honda's vtec terrain management system with a bunch of sand and a bunch of different driving modes to better equip you for the weather, and we'll take a look at that later. So taking a look at the front end, you can see a lot of pilot inspiration behind the design. That's because this rides on the same platform as that model, as well as the Odyssey and the Ridgeline pickup truck. It's pretty much a Pilot with a bed. Elite and Touring trims get these LED jewel-like headlamps that are low beam and high beam as well on the Touring and Elites. You also get these incandescent turn signals and LED fog lights as well. Big Honda logo here houses Honda Sensing standard on all models. Collision mitigation braking system, as well as adaptive cruise control, the lane keep system, as well as road departure mitigation system, which will actually keep the car from actually going off of an embankment into a ditch, causing extreme damage to the car, and airbags are deployed, and everything like that. So LED headlights come as standard on all models, except these get LED high beam and low beam all around that have the jewel eye look like on Acuras. These have this very sharp LED daytime running light as standard, LED fog lights with incandescent turn signals and nicely integrated front parking sensors. You get a full black grille standard on all models, and you have this tough little bumper cladding here, as well as these little unfinished plastic bits here to give the Passport a more ruggedized look. At 198.5 inches long, this is definitely a lot shorter than the Pilot sibling, which actually is just off the back, completely off the back. It still has the same 111-inch wheelbase as the Pilot. Like I said, it runs on the same platform, so it gives the Passport extremely good legroom in the rear. Also, the Passport is 78.6 inches wide, which means that it can pretty much accommodate 3 decent-sized adults in the rear. The height of the Passport is 72.2 inches high. So it's almost my height. I think I'm just a tad bit tall. They lifted this Passport, to give it a little bit more of an off-road presence, you get 7.8 inches of ground clearance on the front-wheel drive models. All-wheel drive gets an extra 0.6 of an inch for a total of 8.4. And it is also the highest ground clearance of any Honda to date, even originally. Coming around the side here, standard 20-inch wheels are even the Sport model, and they are also finished in black. You can see these ones are also 20s, and they are still finished in black. There's optional fender flares that come up to about this line here, with both sides, and it makes if I refer to this thing as the Pilot, I apologize. So I'm not used to the Passport name yet. But you get fender flares here, and in the back as part of an option as well. You do have the option for running boards, but even though this is sitting pretty high, it's a pretty decent step in height from at least my little inspection. What's also a nice feature, on this Elite trim, you get power folding mirrors with an LED turn signal indicator on both sides. And that's very nice, especially so you don't have to go grab the mirror and pull it in when it's raining or snowing. You just push the button right here and they fold in pretty nicely. So you don't have to get your nice Passport interior all wet. In addition to these power folding mirrors, heated mirrors also come with the Passport. So that's a pretty nice feature. Up back here, you have LED tail lamps here with a halogen incandescent turn signal. The reverse light is down here, also incandescent. You get your model designation right here. This is the Elite trim. This big black bar that goes straight across instead of a little smidge there on the Pilot. You get this big gigantic spoiler, make it look a little more sporty. The rear window is also slightly more raked. As standard, you get dual outlet exhausts that are chrome finished. You also have this diffuser here that also hides the trailer hitch, and nicely integrated backup sensors as well. A nicely integrated backup camera also comes standard as well. So let's go take a look at the inside of the Passport. So before jumping into the interior of the Passport, we have to look at Honda's key here. It's the same standard key that you see on the Accords and many other models. You have your lock, unlock buttons. You also have remote start if you lock the car and then hold that button down and then to turn it on, and then you can just hold it down again to turn it off. You have your backup or your tailgate release, as well as your panic button here, which I'm not setting it off in here. But Passport comes with keyless entry. All you need to do is put your key fob in your pocket, like so, walk up to the door, push this button to lock it, and Honda does a sensor in behind the door, which is very nice. So opening the door in here, it's the Passport Elite, you get these gray leather seats with perforation. The thing is that I don't really like that they're gray. I wish that Honda did a black leather option or a mocha leather option that they have on the Odyssey, but otherwise it is fully trimmed in leather. Leather trims will get cloth seats. So jumping inside the Passport, you can see that this is a very comfortable interior. This is very much like the Honda Pilot, as well as the Odyssey as well. Shares many of the same controls as well. When you shut the door, it pretty much sounds like a bank vault. It tells you that this thing is pretty rough and tough. In the interior here, like I said, gray leather seats. You have a full black dash with a lot of gloss black accents as well. Now, I know that the straight pipes, Jacob does not like this. I actually do, because it makes the car look a little more sporty and pretty cool, to be honest. And I know Honda likes their gloss black to make it look a little more sportier. You have soft touch up here, even all the way up here as well. You have this faux stitching dash up here with this center speaker, because this comes with an optional subwoofer system. and so on and so forth. You also have the normal lights. You have a single sunroof only, and you have this sunglass holder with a super neat mirror as well, so you can watch your rear passengers if your kids are being a little bit nosy and a little bit troublesome. So coming around to the left side here as well, here is your power mirror fold-in button. You get power mirrors as standard. Honda does this Econ button, which actually really lessens the throttle input as well for better economy. Here you have your button to turn on and off the parking sensors. You have your front collision prevention system, your CMBS, your lane road departure mitigation, as well as your traction control button, that if you hold it down, it is stuck vehicle assist, as they call it, which is pretty much turning traction control nearly off, but you have to hold that button down. Down here, you have the gas release button and the trunk release button as well. With the Elite trim, you get 2-person memory with settings. Gloss black again. This piece is hard plastic. Down here is hard plastic. That's also hard plastic, but everything else pretty much in the interior to about right up here until about this gloss black piece here feels nice. Coming to the door, like I said, auto up and down for the front only. You have your lock and unlock. A really huge window lock button that makes a pretty satisfying tick as well. Coming to the steering, coming to the instrument cluster in here, you have this multi-function display that is straight out of both the Pilot as well as the new Odyssey. You can show the warnings, such as starting your car up and stuff. How do I go back? Click that back button to show hide apps. You can show your trip computer as well, your all-wheel drive torque, settings, your phone, navigation now playing, maintenance settings, everything and on, so on and so forth. Trip computer, all-wheel drive torque. This is the iVTM for traction system. There's a button right below the transmission selector to go through the modes, such as normal, snow, mud, and sand. And it also shows the passport itself. You also get a digital tachometer up here that also is on the Pilot and Odyssey. Going through the menu again, show your phone, navigation, now playing, maintenance, settings, units. You can also change this to completely go blank as well. So here is the all-new Honda infotainment system that has been seen in the new Odyssey, Pilot, and Ridgeline, and many other new cars, or many other new Honda cars. Here comes the audio. This is a 540 watt audio system with a subwoofer as well, 10 speakers, and including the central speaker here as well. Putting my hand on the door, but this thing only turned up just a little bit at 16. It is literally thumping the door pretty well. I really do think this is one of the best audio systems out there. Up here you have a sunroof. Here is your controls. You can pull that to completely open it. It's pretty decent size. It is only a single sunroof though, which I wish that it would have came with a dual panoramic sunroof, because this thing's got plenty of interior room. You also have this pulsating engine start stop button, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Elite trims get a standard wireless charging pad. The door opens decently wide. There's not much of a punch here or wheel arch to step over, because this is, again, the same wheelbase as the Pilot. Getting in is very easy. It's a very nice step-in height. With me being 6'3" about, I still have tons of headroom. I have just over a fist of headroom. I could probably fit another finger under there as well. I still have a handful of room. You get reclining seats as well that don't go back very far. You have these sliding seats that can go pretty decently far up to give you more room for the rear. You also have a center console right here with a fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders. There's 2 more cup holders on each of the doors. Just a little bit of overkill. Another storage pocket, even more storage down here, as well as a pocket there. Coming up here, you have hard touch plastic up here, but it also hides a sunshade for the rear passengers as well, which is very nice. Kind of like your own little bug shield. You have this soft touch here, and you also have a soft touch arm console here, or the center, the armrest here. That's also got some faux stitching in it. Hard plastic on the bottom. It's got mat pockets, which is little tiny little pockets here that you can hold your phone in, so it doesn't slide and fall into the crevice. In back here, like I said, you have tri-zone climate control back here, and touring or elite trims get the heated seats in the back as well, which is very nice. But we have to take a look at the back and see how much room is in the back. So on the Passports, the elite trims, you get a hands-free power tailgate. Just make sure it's locked. Keep the key fob in your pocket. Just go straight under the bumper, and it opens up the first time, which is very nice. It's not as finicky as Ford's system. Now, when you get in here, you can see there's a crap ton of room. Even me jumping in here, I don't find it very hard at all to fit my 6'3" body into here. And you also have a little light up top here, a Bluetooth microphone. Now, there's plenty of room to actually put a 3rd row, but Honda had to take that out because they wanted to make this a mid-size crossover. This also has class-leading cargo space behind the 2nd row as well as behind the 1st row. There is no load lip, so it makes it very nice and easy. What's also nice, watch this. Just like that. You don't have to walk up front to the Passport just to lower the seats. That is very, very handy. You also get little cubbies as well. You have little tie-down points here. You have 4 of them. And also, Honda is very good with their underfloor storage. Opening this up, you get a very deep console here. Doing it once again, you actually have to push down on this and pull that up. It does not latch into another spot. You have a compact spare. That is not really found on very many Hondas, and so on and so forth. Odd quirk. You get a little fuel filler if you run out of gas. You always got to be prepared for that kind of stuff. But this gives another 2.5, I believe, cubic foot of storage as well. This is also removable, so you can throw all your dirty stuff in there and not have to worry about it staying dirty, and so on and so forth. You won't find no turbo under this hood, guys. This is the engine straight out of the Pilot and Odyssey as well. A 3.5 liter single overhead cam VTEC V6 making 280 horsepower. There's no turbo under this hood, guys. This is the 3.5 liter single overhead cam intelligent VTEC, iVTEC V6 that was supposed to be in the Accord. I know a lot of people hate that it's not in the Accord. It's fit for this, but the Accord is trying to be a little more sporty, and so on and so forth. I apologize for the view of the camera. My tripod is not going up high enough. But anyway, under the hood you will not find a turbo in the Passport. There's one engine option and one transmission option. This is the 3.5 liter single overhead cam intelligent VTEC V6. This still has that characteristic at 5,500 RPM-ish. It produces 280 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and a pretty decent and healthy 262 pound-foot of torque at 4,700. This is direct injected. Front wheel drive is standard, but you can also get the torque vectoring all-wheel drive, the IVTM4. This is routed through a 9-speed ZF automatic, which is a little bit different from your normal automatic. It kind of is somewhat of a dual clutch, but it's not a full dual clutch automatic transmission. Now I know that the Pilot has had some issues with the 9-speed, but Honda has made some very big changes to this one to make sure that the Passport rides very smoothly. Front wheel drive models of the Passport get 20 city, 25 highway, and 22 combined, where this all-wheel drive equipped model gets 19 city, 24 highway, and 21 combined. In addition, the Passport is very capable and it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. That's a very, very good number. Front wheel drive also tows, or if you only get the front wheel drive, you tow up to 3,500 pounds, which is still pretty good. Now let's close the hood and get the sound. I do like that this has a standard backup camera as well as the guidelines that will tell you where you're going if you get too close to something. First thing I'm noticing is that this thing actually does ride nice, even though it's a little bit on the firm side, but it does ride very nice so far. 9-speed does actually really, it does have a little bit of the transmission issues that the Pilot had as well, but you can't always expect to have the best of a transmission like in my Tucson. The steering feel is very nice. I do like the way that it drives. It's not too firm, it's not too sporty, it's just right. Might not be just a little bit more smoother than my Tucson does. And actually we can use the paddle shifters in drive, and there's the lane departure going off. Steering required, it nudges me back like so. It's not very corrective. It's corrective, but it's not very over demanding. Let's give this thing a little juice. Ooh, hella! This thing's got a lot of oof. Wow, this thing's quick. That 9-speed really does really kick in really hard. Gives it again. Wow, that's a lot of vtec. And man, that was already 60. This thing's quick. I'm noticing that it is extremely quiet in here. Very nice, quiet, very chill in here. Nice. Heated seats are really nice. The dual zone is nice. This touring trim here, this one's not equipped with the heated steering wheel, but that's okay. The brake pedal is kind of strange, as it's, when I'm hitting the gas or the pedal lightly, it does apply very light pressure, but then it starts to get a little grabby, which is okay. I'll take it, but man, eco mode makes this thing a slug. I feel this thing assisting just a little bit as far as the driving, so you can kind of almost drive itself, which is really freaking cool. I haven't ever seen this kind of feature in a car, but it seems to be reading the lines over here, which is nice. I'm surprised I haven't gotten beeped at yet. There we go. Keeps me actually pretty steered in the middle of the lane pretty good. Sometimes it bounces back every once in a while, but at least it works well. I'm still trying to get used to that transmission selector. So I want to thank you guys for watching. This is A8 Reviews here. Make sure you like, comment, share, and also subscribe for more car reviews. Because remember, you gotta burn some rubber. Who knows? If I can learn how to drive a manual, this could be a car I could review. You never know. But what do you think of this thing? Let me know in the comments section below. Do you think I would look good standing next to it? Think I should get it? It should be my first car to learn how to drive manual. Maybe. I don't know.